One of the oldest flora on the earth, ferns, fascinated for a number of reasons. The plants with lace-like leaves that reach toward the sky or droop in tumbling clusters are relatively easy to grow and make an attractive addition to a household. If you have one fern, you can propagate it into an abundance of baby ferns with a few items you have around the house. Dinosaurs didn't survive into the current era, but ferns did, a testament to their resilience and adaptability. There are some that like full sun and many others that thrive in deep dark shade. Some are epithets, some change colors, and some even produce fuzzy flower like structures. Ferns are perennials, means that they live for several years. Some die down in winter, while others keep their foliage all year evergreen. In the wild, ferns grow in a range of habitats from woodland to dry rock creeks or swamps, but most ferns available to gardeners tend to like shade. Ferns don't produce seeds, but you can propagate new plants from spores, runners, divisions, or by planting purchased transplants. There are two main methods depending on how the fern grows. The easiest way to propagate ferns is by divisions. Also, ferns can be propagated from spores. Creating new plants from spores is trickier than any other method on this list, but it can be done fairly easily. Collect spores when they look plump and furry. You can also propagate this plant by dividing them. Each divided clump should have at least one growing tip. This is the structure from which the ferns grow. Also, it is possible to grow ferns from runners. Some varieties produce stolons or runners. To create a new plant from one of these, simply pin a runner to the top of the soil using landscape staples, wire, or a small stone. Keep the soil moist and look for new growths, which can take anywhere from a few weeks up to a year. At this point, you can cut the stolon from the mother plant and transplant it as desired. These ferns produce horizontal stems, rhizomes, which often resemble roots just below or on the soil surface, as a natural way of spreading. If you want to produce more ferns at once, you can plant each runners individually into a small pot using my method. Place in a light shade and keep the compost moist but not overwater the soil. Wait until small plants are filling the pots and are very established so they are more able to survive to move. After a week or two of acclimatization, pot them up, water and place in a shady frame. Alternatively, you may pot up the plants and acclimatize them after potting by dividing them, some temporary cover and misting if they show signs of wilting, again over a week or two. Whatever method you choose, some losses are likely, but many will survive. Grow on and plant out once established. Spring is the best time to transfer these plants from one pot to another. So, how to grow ferns? As I said, ferns generally prefer full or dappled shade. Some are perfectly fine in morning and early afternoon sun, and a few varieties can even handle full sun. though probably not in a dry, hot region. Speaking of dry, hot regions, these plants also generally prefer some humidity. With few exceptions, these plants need constantly moist but not wet soil. If you can stick your finger into the soil all the way up to your third knuckle and it feels moist but not wet, there is nothing to worry about. But if the soil is dry halfway to your first knuckle, add water. Mulch helps to retain water, but even still, you might want to invest in soaker hoses to make your life easier. Overwatering can contribute to root rot or fungal issues. Keep in mind that ferns generally prefer soil that is more acidic than alkaline. Something around 6.5 to 7.0 is ideal, though they can happily tolerate soil slightly outside of this range. You will find success by being very precise about the conditions you provide. They need bright indirect light, oodles of humidity, and consistent water. To provide indirect light, place them near a north or east facing window. Avoid south or west facing windows because too much sunlight can scald the plant. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos. Thank you very much for watching. See you in my next video. Bye. Happy gardening.